We are live with breaking news, the news that so many people have been waiting for so long. Beagles free, beagles touching grass for the first time. This is absolutely extraordinary. The first 300 of 1,500 beagles that are going to be released have been freed.
Oh my God, it feels unbelievably good. I am so, I can't even express. When I watched the first van leave the facility earlier today, the first thing I did was I went to my little dog, my one remaining little dog and my one remaining little cat. I kissed him and I said, thank you. And the reason I thanked him is because his sweetness, his kindness, his ability to teach me love, his ability to teach me what it means to be forgiving is out of this world. And I thanked him for teaching me all those wonderful lessons, not about life and humanity, but also specifically about the dog species, and which is a big part of the fire in my heart, this beauty in animals, in dogs, that basically allows me to keep going on and fighting to find a better future for them.
We'll be interviewing our special guest by Beagle Mix Wednesday, but this is history in the making. These beagles freed from a beagle breeding facility. They might have gone into experimentation. Instead, they're walking on grass. This is a wonderful day. Let's just celebrate. Ellen Dent, what is your reaction to seeing these beagles free?
I'm honestly overcome with emotion. Just seeing them lay their paws on grass for the first time, and several of them, they seem confused. One is just completely overjoyed, wagging their tail, yelping. I've been watching these videos since before this live, and I just honestly, just seeing them leave that facility had me break down in tears. I'm elated. This is definitely a moment to rejoice their freedom. Of course, we don't forget that there's others that are still in the facility, and we hope that they're released as well. But it's just so wonderful to see these beautiful beagles get to experience what Wednesday has with you. So fortunate to have been adopted and to know that they're going to go to loving homes. My heart is warm just seeing them. I'm just so happy for these beagles that have been freed.
Yes, and Wayne Pacelli of the Center for a Humane Economy, along with Big Dog Ranch Rescue, two organizations, and Beagle Freedom Project that were very instrumental in making this happen. They held a news conference that we covered here live on Unchained TV yesterday. Let's watch what Wayne Pacelli of the Center for a Humane Economy had to say just moments ago.
Hey guys, it's Wayne. I am at the staging facility, and there are beagles all around me now. They're fresh out of Ridgland, and they are walking on grass. Hey guys, hey there, hey. They have lost their minds being out in the open air and being on grass and so on. You can hear their little cries, their good cries, the beagle cry of happiness. They have these loud barks, and they're all around. They're sniffing. This guy's sniffing by the rocks here. that so many of them have their heads down. This is the first time they've ever been able to experience these smells, and we know they live with their noses. So what a joyous moment. Joyful moment for these beagles and all the people who have invested so much emotionally in their well-being.
And, hats off to Wayne Pacelli. I have known him for many decades, and he is the head and I believe founder, but certainly the leader of the Center for a Humane Economy, which is doing incredible work. And we're going to get to Big Dog Ranch Rescue in a second because they're also doing incredible work. But what is your reaction? Because Hurik, you know so much about dogs, to the idea of them being able to touch grass and smell. We know that dogs have much better noses than we do.
Yeah, I've myself been privileged to be mama to 7 or 8 doggies in my lifetime so far. And I know that they are unbelievably beautiful. They are so in tune with nature and the simple pleasures of life. If you believe in God or if you don't, whatever the universe has provided, they have the ability to live with those simple things. And I remember in particular one little doggie that I adopted, whose mother was rescued from a high-kill shelter in Carson, Los Angeles, and she gave birth, and my little Peanut, my little Princess Peanut, was born in a foster home. But she loves to go outside and explore the yard and sniff the flowers.
I could tell you that my 2 dogs, I also have a Jack Russell, and she's getting a little jealous, so I'm going to have to bring Sunday up. This is Wednesday. And, she was dumped at a shelter. Actually, a good friend of mine, Kim Delgado, helped facilitate the rescue. Somebody tried to dump her and another dog, which may have been her mother, at the shelter, and the shelter said there's no room for them. Just take them back where you found them. And a rescuer overheard this and grabbed her from Forte, which is a great rescue group. And next thing you know, I was fostering her, and that lasted about 5 minutes, and I became a foster fail. Because this little, look how docile. Now, my other one, a Jack Russell, she'll probably get antsy after about 10 seconds. But the Beagles are so docile. Still, despite that, it is a challenge to accommodate them to this new world. It is going to take a lot of hard work. And I want to go to Big Dog Ranch Rescue, that also spoke at the news conference, Lori Simmons, and all the work they're doing. They have gotten 50 organizations together to pull this off.
They're taking 25. Second Chance is 20. Old Dominion is going to be 26 now. Nobody bites. Nobody's aggressive. They're all out in the yards with everybody. They're all actually really sweet.
Big Dog Ranch Rescue is now preparing to receive 1,000 beagles from Ridglan Farms. A team of 20 staff members, along with 5 transport vehicles, have been working around the clock to get everything in place. Each dog will need vaccinations, microchipping, a full medical exam, and a health certificate before being transported to Big Dog Ranch Rescue campuses and rescue partners. There's a tremendous amount of planning and logistics involved in every effort of this scale. Please keep our team in your thoughts as we begin this major undertaking. Thank you all for your unwavering support. We are truly grateful and ask for your prayers to ensure every beagle arrives safely. Please consider donating today at bdrr.org/beagle-fund.
And I want to thank World Animal News for providing that video. And of course, BDRR, bigdogranchrescue.org/beagle-fund. I'm going to leave it up because they're just relying on donations. They can't do this out of thin air. We all know how expensive dogs can be, and that's also due to skyrocketing veterinary bills. I'm sure everybody watching who is the parent of a dog knows about that. A lot of these vet places have been bought up by big corporations. They're charging so much. This is one of the reasons why people dump at dogs to shelters, because they take their dog to a vet and all of a sudden somebody wants $2,000 and they don't have it. So please help a Big Dog Ranch Rescue. There's the donate button. And also Beagle Freedom Project, which we have worked with very closely for many years. Beagle Freedom Project is another one that is taking 500 of the beagles. So you run an animal rights organization, Ellen Dent. You know how hard it is to pull something like this off. 1,500 beagles distributed to 50 organizations and then distributed from there to loving homes. How hard is that?
I can only imagine, honestly. We have never had a rescue of that size. We were part of a coalition at one point to help save, I think it was about 300 pigs from an animal hoarding situation. And that was extremely challenging, just raising the money to make sure that they could be transported and cared for. And that was, several organizations as well. So I can only imagine a rescue of this size and how much it will actually cost to get the proper veterinary care for many of these dogs who will probably have a lot of different ailments just from their experiences, and it's just so beautiful to see them free. And I hope that people open their hearts and donate and help make sure that they get the best care that they can possibly receive, and before they go to their loving homes. And I also did notice on their website that people can apply to adopt these dogs, and like you said, it's going to be a process to acclimate them to life in a home, and it's going to take a lot of patience. I've met some dogs that have come from facilities like this, and it takes a lot of patience, but they're just the sweetest dogs once you gain their trust.
And Tiffany is saying, Jane, you can add to your family. I think your two girls want a brother. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but I certainly would be willing to foster. And then here's Anna Thompson saying, please let us know where we can foster or adopt these rescued pups. Now, what Wayne Pacelli said at the news conference yesterday, given that this story has gotten global attention, there are actually more people wanting to adopt than there are beagles. So this has gotten absolutely global attention across all media, and essentially that's the kind of situation that brings people out and say, I want to adopt. That's great. We want to encourage that. We also want to remind people, if you don't get to adopt, there are many, many dogs in shelters that are putting dogs to sleep because there's no homes for them. So we certainly need to find homes for all dogs. And that brings me to my dog. Hold on one second. It's a moment to celebrate dogs. A moment to celebrate dogs. This is my Jack Russell Sunday. And she's like, what's going on, Mom? And she's not a beagle. She's much friskier in the sense that if I don't take her out, she's scratching me. She's very different in temperament from beagles. And I just wanted you to have your moment in the sun. And she's been really putting up with me as this breaking news story has unfolded, and we've been working around the clock. They're going to go for a great an absolutely fantastic walk later. Now, I want to bring in someone who has helped. I don't want to use the word train, even though you are a trainer, Miriam Kamali. You are almost like a dog psychologist. Thank you for joining us. These beagles have been freed. We are celebrating their release. The first 300 of 1,500 that are going to be released. I would like to show you them and just get your reaction to how you would help socialize them, how you would help. They're going to get their vaccinations. They're going to be spayed and neutered. They're going to be all fine, and then they're going into a loving home. So watch a little bit that will show you of the happy dogs experiencing freedom, and then we're going to get your advice on what these adoptive parents should do. And I want to play another little clip so you can analyze before you weigh in with no sound. Here we've got some of the dogs touching grass for the first time. This was provided by Center for Humane Economy. They're wagging their tails. They're having fun. They're exploring. They're sniffing. So I want to say Miriam Kamali has done such an incredible job with my dogs. And I have to admit, when I first adopted these dogs, they were totally out of control, completely out of control. And now look at these little angels, but you achieved. So, Miriam, thank you for joining us. What would you suggest for people who are adopting these dogs, how to socialize them?
Well, thank you for having me on. I am so excited for these dogs. And also, I just wanted to mention that your dogs were not completely out of control. Okay. They were just little angels, and you were doing an amazing job. We just made some little changes. But anyways, these dogs, I am amazed at their resilience. To come from an environment that was not great for them in any shape or form, to come and discover grass for the first time, fresh air, looking at the sky. One of the things that really stuck in my mind when the first group came out, one dog in particular really stuck in my mind as he or she was looking up at the sky and it was raining. And what did that feel like for that dog? The smell of rain, fresh air, and somebody warm and cuddly is holding them and walking them outside. And that dog, just the eyes, the look in their eyes, I just can't get it out of my mind. That was like, it made me happy and it made me cry.
Beagle Rescue is transporting 20 beagles that were rescued from a research facility to New Jersey. When they arrive, they will be met by 3 different animal rescue organizations who will provide essential medical care and behavioral support. An additional 40 dogs is being transported by ground. From there, each dog will be on their journey to begin being placed in a safe, loving forever homes.
It's a sweet old boy. It's a sweet boy with an undergarment.
Look at him.
Oh, that's a great shot too. Yeah. Look at you guys. Honey? What do you see? Hi.